Uh, Welcome back to the channel. So today we will solving this interesting problem in PySpark. So basically I have solved the same problem in SQL and Pandas also. So basically in SQL it was medium category, but here if you see they have classified this as a hard category in terms of PySpark. So, okay. So basically in this problem, we have been given this Titanic dataset. I think everyone must be knowing this dataset, right? So we have the passenger, basically the passenger information, and we just need to find out like how many passenger were survived in from each class. Basically, we have the three classes. If we see the problem statement, classes are categorized based on the P class value as P class equal to 1, then it is first class, P class equal to 2, then it is second class, P class equal to 3, then it is third class. Output the number of survivor and non-survivor by each class. Okay. So basically, we just need to find out how many passenger from each class survived and how many passenger from each class like died in the accident, right? So this is quite interesting problem and very famous problem at the same time. Okay, so let's have a look at the expected output. Mm, yeah, so if we see here, we have the two rows and four columns. Okay, so here the column survived. So zero indicate that the like the passenger got died. Okay, and one represent that the passenger survived in the accident. Okay, and these columns basically represent the counts from each class. Like so let's understand this one. Okay, so here by looking at the this data, I can say that 11 passenger from the first class died, okay, in the accident. And if we read this one, so 10 passenger from the first class got survived, right, in the accident. So similarly for the other also. So okay, so what we can do, if we see, we are just only interested in these two columns, right? P class and survived column, right? So let's filter that out, these two columns, and then we will proceed with the solution, right? So let's do that. Mm, df is equal to Titanic dot select. I think now everyone must be knowing how to like filter the column, right? So let's do that. Mm, which two column? Survived. So let's put here survived and P class, right? And let's print the df. Okay, so here we need to put so method. Okay, here if we see, right? So how to read this data? Okay, let me teach that one first. So basically here we can see these two columns are there, and as I said, um, 0 indicate that the passenger died, right? And so if you see the first record, the passenger from the class 3 got died. And if you see the second record, passenger from the class 1 got survived. So these things we need to find, right? So if we look at the solution, what we can do, like the expected output, what we can do, we can group by the data based on the survived column and then apply the basically here the case when, but case when are there in SQL, right? So here we can use the when and otherwise clause, right? So that we can do. So let's uh, try solving this. So df is equal to df dot group by, and we need to group by based on survived column, right? So survived. And okay, so here we are using call, right? Call function. So call basically. So for that we will have to import. So let's import that from PySpark.sql.functions. import call, right? And we have grouped the data. Okay, let's print this one. Uh, so there is no, okay, so we cannot print this directly, right? So just so now the next step is we need to apply the when otherwise statement, right? So we can write when call e class is equal to what, 1, then what we want 1, otherwise 0, right? Similarly, okay, so whenever it will be the p class value would be 1, then it would be 1, and otherwise it would be 0, right? But okay, let me do the next step. So similarly we can copy paste the same thing for the other three classes also, right? So whenever the value is 3, sorry, value is 2, then we want 1, and whenever the value is 3, then it is 3, right? So here we have generated the three columns, right? So but what we do, we need the sum, right? So whenever it is 1, then we need to sum, so we can apply the sum over here and put this, right? We can wrap the entire function in the sum, right? Let's run this. So it is taking time for running. Let's see. Okay, when is not defined, right? So here we have used when and also sum, right? But we did not import it, so we need to import that. So when and sum, right? Let's run this. Okay, so we got the output, right? So if we, okay, so we will rename the columns, but before that, let's have a look at the data, like which we got and expected output. So if we see the first column, 11 and 10, 11 and 10, second 6, 12, 6, 12, third 42, 19, 42, right? I think we have got the required output. We just need to rename the column. So for renaming, we can use the alias, right? Alias this as first class, right? First class. Similarly, we can copy this one and paste for the other column also, and we can change this one, second class and third class, right? Let's run this. Okay, so if we see the data, it's same, right, from all the angles. So let's try submitting this one. So for in this platform, basically for submitting, we just need to use the two pandas function. Basically, we need to convert the df in pandas df. So basically, PySpark solution generally takes time because of the concept of uh, basically the parallelism and everything, like, right? So it creates the RDD and split across multiple nodes, all those things. So yeah, we can see the output. Let's try submitting this one. Okay, so this got submitted. So yeah, as I mentioned before also, so for the same problem, we have the SQL and the pandas version also. So the solution link video you can find in the description section. So yeah, if you like the content, please do like, subscribe and share the channel. Thank you.